welcome back to TEW 2016. I'm here once again with my WWE 2016 save. We are here with SmackDown. Let's see what's going on here. Alright, SmackDown opened up with a good Ambrose promo saying, I respect Randy Orton. I could see it in Orton's eyes last week. He doesn't respect me back, but that's okay. I don't need to be liked or respected by anyone. The only thing I need to be is WWE Champion, but Randy, I have a feeling that you're going to respect me after I beat you for this title. So Ambrose basically saying, hey, I'm going to beat you up and make you respect me. And that cuts into the opening matchup. Decent wrestling, didn't have much heat. Samoa Joe defeats Jay Lethal by submission with the Coquina Clutch. Jay Lethal did pretty good. From what I can remember, his official debut match, he didn't do that bad either. So Jay Lethal is someone I could definitely count on. But Joe wins, and then after the match, at least one of the workers can turn gimmick. Above average wrestling machine gimmick, good. And then he cuts a promo saying, I'm not just here to win. I'm here to win championships, and I don't care who I have to go through. Within the year, I will be a champion. I promise you that. So Samoa Joe saying within a year, he is going to be a champion here on SmackDown. So let's continue on with the show. Cody Rhodes grabs a mic before his match saying, Goldust, you can't stop me from beating Rey Mysterio tonight to become the #1 contender for the U.S. title. Not even if you tried. So then him and Rey going to have a match. An match. Cody Rhodes loses to Rey Mysterio by pinfall with 619 into the drop on the dime after a distraction from Goldust. So Goldust distracts Cody. Rey picks up the win. And then after the match, Tyler Breeze attacks Rey Mysterio. Leaves him laying. Yeah. Good gimmick. High morale. Tyler Breeze should have high morale. John Cena's leaving the company because of him. Anyway, let's go on. Shane McMahon, before a tag team a #1 you'll see in this. We are going to crown new #1 contenders for the WWE tag team titles starting tonight in a triple threat match. And the team that is pinned or made to submit will be eliminated, and the two teams remaining will face each other next week here on SmackDown for the #1 contendership. But the winning team tonight will pick the stipulation for next week. So that leads into the tag team match, which did pretty good, and about that decent wrestling, didn't have much heat. Blake and Murphy defeated Enzo and Cass and the Dudley Boys when Blake pinned Devon by pinfall. Yeah. Let's see here. Blake and Murphy didn't do horrible. Enzo staying right where he was, getting a little better. But then after the segment, Blake and Murphy go on the mic and Blake says, Murphy, what should the stip be next week? They console with each other for a minute. And then Murphy comes back and says, we have chosen the stipulation, and it will be a match where me nor Blake can be disqualified, but Enzo and Cass, they can be. So basically a one-sided no disqualification match. And we're going to go next. Seth Rollins comes out. I should be a premier talent here, but no, I'm not even booked in a match tonight. So Shane, you say you have the best roster, but you aren't even using your best member of that roster. Alberto Del Rio's music hits. He comes out. Seth, you think you're better than me? And Seth says, let's see. How many victories in the main event of WrestleMania do you have? Wait a minute. You've never even been in a WrestleMania main event. And Alberto says, yeah, and you, Pedro, snuck your way into that match. And Rollins says, it doesn't matter how you do it, it matters that you do it. And Shane comes out and he says, you guys are doing my job for me. So the next pay-per-view, it will be Seth Rollins versus Alberto Del Rio for the #1 contendership for the World WWE Championship. And that match will be a last man standing match. So Shane McMahon lays down the law on Alberto and Seth. And next segment is pre-booking. Oh yeah, it's not for Rage in the Cage, that's the Raw pay-per-view. Sudden Impact, that is the SmackDown pay-per-view. And that will be, I forgot, it needs to be a last man standing match. Look at that. Completely forgot about that. Let's see your last man standing. Seth Rollins versus Alberto Del Rio. Seth Rollins is kind of I'm using him kind of as a tweener at this moment. He's not nor a heel or face in my eyes, at least. Let's continue on. Bobby Roode defeat in a decent match. Oh crap! I don't think I think there was a segment that was supposed to become before this, and it didn't, or I forgot to write it. In a decent match, Bobby Roode defeated Sami Zayn by pinfall with a surprise cradle. Rolls him up after the match. It's over. Bobby Roode is celebrating. Sammy goes to shake his hand, and Roode doesn't accept it. I don't think I got the angle got booked, but the angle was supposed to be Sammy goes to Shane, saying, basically, I know I have to redeem myself. I need a chance to redeem myself. So Shane puts him in the match with Bobby Roode, and Roode kind of doesn't cheat, but a cheap win, and Sammy wants to shake the hand. He doesn't. Anyway, Randy goes on to say, Dean, I do respect you, but my respect doesn't mean I won't hit you with an RKO and send you home without a championship. When you faced Brock Lesnar, it was pretty one-sided, but when I fought him, I came closer to legitimately beating him than anyone else has in 4 years. So Randy Orton saying, hey, he hasn't lost in 4 years, and I'm the one that he hasn't legitimately lost in 4 years, because the Undertaker match kind of last year was kind of shit, but it wasn't a legitimate victory. It was controversial. So Randy's like comparing his match with Brock to Dean's, and Jericho comes out. You respect each other. Well, that's cute. I don't respect anyone besides 3 people. Me, myself, and I. And tonight, me, myself, and I will beat you and earn myself a shot at that title. So, I like to imagine Jericho says stupid idiot a couple times in there, too. Anyway, Randy Orton defeats Chris Jericho with an RKO, 79 rating. Pretty good main event match. And after the match, Randy Orton is being attacked by Chris Jericho from behind. Dean Ambrose comes out, and then to end the show, they have a stare down in the middle of the ring. And the show got an 82. I think it was better. There weren't enough attractive women on the show. I didn't put any girls on the show. Holy shit. I messed up. Oh, God. I forgot to put the girls on the show. Let's see here. Just for sake of thinking, what would I have had the girls do on that show? Let's see. I would have probably had a Becky Lynch team with Natalya to face Melissa Archer and Charlotte, probably. And Shane announcing Charlotte versus Becky Lynch for the SmackDown Women's title. Enzo Amore is a natural talker. Yeah, I know that. Yeah. That's basically all that would have happened with the women, so I'm just going to pretend that happened and pre-book the women's title match. Becky and Charlotte. Anyway, thanks so much for watching this episode. If you liked it, leave a comment, subscribe. See you guys next time.